my pushback about it is people have experienced sex already.
Mhm.
It's not like you're dealing with virgins
So
waiting
you
for that
already have
person.
sex, that means you could wait 4 to 6 months to have it.
Okay.
That's not necessarily the case, Karan. That just doesn't
I'm
make any
saying,
logical sense to any red-blooded man that
well, those guys more than likely are the wrong guy. Previously on the Mature Topics podcast.
I mean, I
No,
think
but look, if we do that, they gotta wait 4 to 6 months.
Yo,
yo,
I
Karan,
think that's a
you
radical
gotta sell
idea.
me on that a little bit more. Cause I mean, I did hear everything that you said about that.
ain't gonna happen, Karan.
No, and
Ain't gonna happen.
my pushback about it is people have experienced sex already.
Mhm.
It's not like you're dealing with virgins or people. A lot of the time, like I said, in our community, we have 45% women who are single mothers. They already have kids. So, what guy is actually
So
waiting
you
for that
already have
person?
sex, that means you could wait 4 to 6 months to have it.
No, and I'm not saying that for the
Yo,
woman.
Karan
What
is a
guy?
believer, man.
I mean, I'm not saying that there are no guys, but there are a lot of guys who are not unwilling to wait for the person who has had a child already 4 to 6 months. They're like, you already did it.
Well,
That's the
those guys
that's the
more than
perception.
likely those guys more than likely are the wrong guy.
Okay.
That's not necessarily the case, Karan. That just doesn't
I'm
make any
saying,
logical sense to any red-blooded man that you made a decision that resulted in a child.
a brother, look, it goes
To
both
be
ways because you can wait and still not work out. All I'm saying is you're giving yourself the best odds. This world is a scary world.
It
And to
is.
be out here shacking up with people, listen, bro, if I was
We're not
single,
talking about shacking up. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about dating one person.
because there's some guys out here that are sharks, brother. So your
yeah.
logic is you see somebody who you like, you have to have sex with them, or else they're gonna go away.
Nah, nah, that's not what I said. Did anybody? That's not
Well,
what I.
Cherry kind of
That's
alluded
not
to
what I
that,
was saying.
that men don't want to, they don't want to wait.
Yeah. I was
I'm
alluding to
saying,
that.
like, you judge the person based on their character, their intentions with you, right? If a man is hounding you, and every conversation somehow is sexual, right? Every single conversation it always the emphasis on sex. You know that's not the type of guy you want.
Well, I think just to
But
create
also, hold on, but Nick, another thing, real quick too. Like, if you tell a man, listen, I want to waste some time to have sex because I'm STD free, so I want to make sure that this relationship that we're developing
I
is
embrace
free
that.
from the bullshit.
I embrace that.
I
That's
think if you
beautiful.
tell a man, if you was to go to tell a man that, he might be more
That's
understanding to where
I
you're
get
coming
it.
and I do agree with
Yes,
you.
I
Like, to
support
be
that.
honest,
100%.
I have exercised this on a few of occasions, but I'm saying for if this was something true, I do think that you should, tell them that, and they need to be able to have the mindset to be open to that.
Listen,
Because to be honest, it don't even be the men who want to have sex with the women 4 to 6 months right away. It's the women too who
That's
want
a
to have sex right
100%
away. So there's a certain mentality or mental shift that has to happen prior to you
listen.
setting that preface.
But for the women who are actually actively looking, right, trying to get a guy, the emphasis is on what the hell a man is. That will clear up so much misunderstanding
No, it
as to
won't.
what
No,
you're
it
being.
won't. Because even
Hold
Kevin
on.
Samuels couldn't do it.
Hold on. What a man is. A woman understanding the function of a man, the functionality of a man, and then who the man that's in front of them is, the specifics of their childhood and growing up, and the things that are just unique to that particular man would give you a good reference frame on how to predict his. But that's how this, and vice versa. That's how dudes analyze women.
That is not how today's women do that. First and
But
foremost,
I'm
what I
saying
think,
that is what's been done. That's how dudes start picking women.
yes, and I
And you
understand
don't
that.
do it conversely to make sure you're making them like guys will date, blah, 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 and then they'll go choose the most completely different from all the women that he's been dating type of woman and put a ring
Right.
on it.
But what I think
And
is the
because
problem
that's
with that is that women don't value themselves first. So how do you know how to evaluate a man?
but hold on, what do you
I agree with that.
Today, that is what is happening. Like, are you testing the market?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I understand there's some validity there, right? But I'm talking about the women who are fine with themselves, who are confident, and they just don't have they weren't taught how to vet because that's not supposed to be their job to
They
begin with.
gotta
Well,
follow
your
the
first
Koron
part is
Pierre
wrong.
channel, man.
Right. That's true.
Yo, I can't get this marketing genius over here. He's trying to go to bed, man. We holding him up.
Yeah, you
We're
silly.
Listen,
definitely gonna have to explore this conversation more.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Like, in terms of, I hear what you're saying, and it's like I know I gotta write this dating assessment now because I feel like Sherry said, Kevin Samuels kept coming back with the same thing. And I'm gonna continue saying the same thing over and over, and I'm gonna make it practical. So I would love to
Yeah.
help start a trend because I feel like there's a lot of YouTube cult type people out here that just jump on these waves and they just follow. So if I could help create a wave where there's people that's actually, doing the 4 to 6 months. They actually,
Exactly.
doing their dating assessment. A lot of people aren't even really qualified to date. You got people that are already in relationships out there playing crazy games. You
I
got
think you
people.
got to draw the focus that people are actually doing 4 months. They don't even realize that they're not having sex until 4 months in. They just when you say it, it sounds strange, but in actuality, that is what's actually happening.
Oh man, listen.
I don't know about all the time though,
Listen.
shit.
Oh my, I was just talking
I
about
mean,
I
Sherry.
think they meeting in the club and getting getting it
women
on.
who are intentionally dating. I'm not talking about thoughts out here.
But it does
Oh,
like
okay.
the thing is you can't tell because like the person's level of attraction, how do you predict that, man? You going along and conversation chemistry is kicking in within 2 months or within a month and a half, y'all find yourself in a situation where y'all are alone with the looks and the
Boundaries,
physical,
brother.
Prolong
you know what
it.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
boundaries exactly.
But yeah,
Boundaries,
you can
brother.
say boundaries, but what happens when you know y'all have that moment?
No, you
That
don't put yourself in that position.
you can
Yeah,
say that, but you
boundaries.
can't
No, it's not
guarantee
that
that.
you can say that.
You
It's a
can say
truth.
that. That is
You
the
know
truth, but
Boundaries
how
is
do you guarantee that amongst human beings who are not perfect?
that's
How do you
true, but
guarantee
at
that?
the same time, if a
Sherry,
person
tell
is
me how you
intentionally
guarantee
dating,
that.
You
if a
I
person
just
is
guarantee
want to know how
that?
you
You
if a
guarantee
guarantee
that.
that by
person is
setting
in
the intention. This is
yes,
how
Say it again.
exactly.
you guarantee that by setting the intention and being disciplined. Because at the end of the day,
From
nothing.
the door, you ask questions like, "Yo, is this a smashing pass? Are you looking for a girlfriend? Are you looking for a friend? What exactly are you looking for?"
As you're getting to know this person,
But this is
that's
why
usually
I harp on character. Because if their character is flawed, we don't even got to worry about 4 to 6 months. They out the door.
Yes.
Because there's
Yeah,
no
but
point in
You look for
continuing somebody with flawed character. That's already a
That's true,
dub.
but how fast can you know someone's character?
exactly.
Based on what
Take
Sometimes,
time.
based on what Launch
sometimes
Pro
it takes time.
and Karan just said. We're asking questions, and normally people don't,
Yeah,
people
but
try to put their best foot
you
forward,
have to test the
but
answers to those questions.
that comes with the conversations and the
No, it's not
communication.
just conversation.
And it also comes with time and experience. Sometimes characters is not necessarily discerned from what someone says, but how they move
I
in specific
That's what I'm
situations as well.
saying. You
So
have to set the baseline.
all of that information, I think, can be determined over even if it's not 6 months, 4 months minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you don't
Yeah,
have
4 months,
to jump
depending
in
on
the
when your
sack
last
with
test was.
somebody. Let me tell you something. As far as like some people
Beautiful.
have schizophrenia, man, and they're still balancing, whether or not they won't even tell you the first 90 days that they have schizophrenia. You know
Mhm.
what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
Like, would you really want to be with somebody with schizophrenia or body dysmorphia or obsessive compulsive disorder, which you can't even identify unless you're with that person each and every day because they mask it?
Right.
Certain things take time to evolve. And I think that people are just like not really understanding that. And so they're jumping into these relationships and jumping out thereafter
And
and
that can
leaving
hurt
children.
These are scenes from the previous episode in the Mature Topics podcast. Subscribe and watch it now on the Koron Pierre YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon so you get all your notifications. And like the video so more people can see the video. Thank you for watching the video. If you really enjoy the content, why don't you take the time to subscribe to the channel? Hit that bell icon so you get all your notifications. And then like the video so more cool people can check out the video. And listen, you can also show your support by sending a Cash App, Koron Pierre, $, Cash App. You know how to do it. Also, you can go to the PayPal and support that way as well. The link's in the description. We also are Amazon affiliates. That's another way you can support. Now, listen, we have one of the hottest podcasts. That's why I got this up high. Look at this, the Mature Topics podcast. We go live each and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have one of the livest discussions on the internet because we talk about those topics that are uncomfortable, that are needed to talk about. We learn things. We connect with experts and advocates, people with experience. So we don't just have a bunch of people just making things up. Listen, this is one of the most important podcasts based off the content and the conversations. I think you will enjoy it. You need to be there each and every Thursday. That's all for this video. Until next time, stay blessed.